Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the world of Plant Boy. Look at this beautiful river behind me. I usually film here, but you can't usually see the river. Beautiful. But today I have a reading in regards to someone you're thinking of, their feelings. How do they feel right now? What are they really feeling right now? How do they feel towards you? What are their feelings in general? I will be using the Shadowscape Tarot to read for you today, and I will also be showing you stones individually and then all together so you can pick according to your intuition, because I am here using my intuition to help you, but I hope that you also use your own intuition to help yourself throughout the reading, because this is a general reading. This is not for anybody specific. This is for the general public. This is also a timeless reading, so whenever you find this, it shall apply. And timestamps for each reading will be down in the description and in the comments section. All right, on to the stones. Here are your options. We have stone number 1. Interesting shape. Stone number 1. Now we have stone number 2. Beautiful blue gray stone. Stone number 2. Now we have stone number 3. Very rounded stone. Stone number 3. Almost looks like a little egg. Now I ask that you focus on the intention. You can close your eyes, take a deep breath, open your eyes, and pick according to your intuition. Which stone is calling out to you? Which stone do you feel most drawn to? Take as much time as you need. Pause the video if needed. All right, let's get on to the readings. Hello, number 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's shuffle your deck and see what this person you're thinking of, how they're feeling. How are they feeling towards you? How are they feeling in general? This person is very confident. This person appears to know where they're going. They appear to know the path that they need to be on. So because this person is so confident, it appears to be like they know everything, like they know where they're going, they know what they want. But when it comes to you and the situation, I don't believe they really have a definitive answer on if they really want to go towards you or if this is really what they want. But in general, they're feeling very successful, very fun, very excited about the situation with you, about life in general, whatever's happening around them. They're very confident. They're very attracting people. They attract what they want. They're very successful at what they do. So if they don't want something, they're not necessarily going to go towards it because they know if they want something and they go for it, they're going to receive it. So when it comes to you, they're not necessarily like, I really want this, I'm going to strive for it, I'm going to be on this path. They're just very friendly and confident about the situation. They're very excited, very in tune, but they're still not fully diving into you or the situation. They're very well balanced people, so they understand what they need. They understand whether they should go towards someone. They don't want to play anybody. They don't want you to take things as any false. 2 little birds are foraging in front of me. They're little tiny birds. Very cute. But they know what they want. They're very well balanced. They know who they are, so they're not going to try to play somebody. They're not going to try to give them a false pretense of what they want or who they are. They're going to say things and do things exactly how they plan to. So if they're not coming towards you, it's not because they have some internal dialogue happening or they're nervous. They're purposely not, because they don't want to. They're very grounded people, they're very successful, they're very well-rounded. Their mind is very realistic. So they're not the type of person that just dives into things because they feel passionate and they feel the passion and the lust or the excitement and the crush. They think about things. They're very intuitive. They're very understanding of themselves, respectful of other people. They're very beautiful people. This could be like a Libra, a Taurus, ruled by Venus. They can have fire-like sign traits because they're very ambitious and determined, but that is really a grounded energy I'm feeling. But I feel like this person is not set on exactly whether they want to go towards you in romance. They want everything to be perfect. They want to know what your ambitions are. They want to know if you're ambitious. How are you going to fit into my life like a puzzle? Are you good enough for this? Are you good enough for what I plan to do? Are you going to fit well with my family? Are you going to fit well with my business? Are you like-minded? It's not just about passion and attraction with them. It's about like-mindedness, understanding, reality. I feel like you just have to prove yourself that you're the right person for them, for their life. You have to have like things in common, I feel like something in relation to them. But they feel very confident. They're very ambitious, very determined, very exciting, loving people. They're very accepting. They're not like standoffish. They're very accepting. They're very cool, attractive, large. They have a big personality. I feel like their body is very large, their heads, their minds. They just feel like they stand out when you see them. They're maybe tall. But I feel like there is a possibility of being successful at this relationship. There are these traits, this excitement of being able to go there. The path is clear to go. It's just about, do I want to walk that path? What steps do I need to take to get to that person? Everything has to be right for them. All right, cool. That's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe if that resonated with you. And until next time, the world of Plant Boy. Hello, number 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's shuffle your deck and see what this person you're thinking of, how they feel towards you, how they feel in general. What are they feeling? I feel like this person may be in a state of solitude, in a state of trying to figure out who they are, what they really want, how they really feel. They're trying to get in tune with themselves. I feel like they're very magical, they're very magnetic. So they don't want to just put themselves out there. They want to make sure that they're themselves, that they're being comfortable with themselves. And I feel like they really are at a point where they're starting to really try to see where they want their life to go, what they deserve. They want a new start. I feel like they're really striving for this wisdom. They're really trying to get into maybe meditation or prayer, or they're just really reading a lot. They're trying to better their minds, their state of minds, their peace. I also feel like this is regarding work. They're trying to find a new job. They need a new job, or they need their finances to really have a new start. They're really striving to get this financial stability, this good job, a great career, a work. I feel like they're very either young and starting their career, or they're starting a new career. And I feel like they're just getting over the anxieties of that fear of not having a career or not having a job, or just not being themselves mentally. I feel like they're really striving for this mental stability. They're really working on themselves, but there's something in between. There's something that's not letting them fully dive into this. There's something that's keeping them away. It's like they want to start, but they're not really doing anything, or they've been trying, but the start is not there yet. There needs to be something that's going to change in their mind and in their world, and they're trying to really manifest it physically. It hasn't began, it hasn't started, it hasn't appeared, but they're looking for it. They're looking for the light, they're looking for the signs, they're looking for a job, but have they applied? They're looking for you, but have they reached out? I do feel like they're in the state of getting over that, though. Like they've had these thoughts that kept them restrained. They've had these limiting fears, these limiting thought patterns. Maybe this is towards you. They feel a certain way towards you, but they have these fears towards you, towards life. They're not really the type of person to get up and be like, who cares? I'm going to go do it anyways. They actually thought and absorbed all their fears and their anxieties. But now they're letting go of those things and they're ready to move on. They're ready to start something new. I feel like now is a time for people to come to them and really give them a hand, give them a helping hand, give them a push. And I feel like if you are interested in this person, why not just let them know? I don't think they're the type of person to go up to you, to go towards you, or tell you what you need to do right now. I feel like this is someone that's really going to try to work on themselves, but they're feeling confident about the opportunity and the potential of you, of life. So this is the entryway. This is when the doors are opening. There's a crack in the doors. You can see through it. The light is coming through. So all they need is a helping hand to let them know it's greener on the other side. There is light over here. I will accept you. I can help you and support you through this time. I feel like they're feeling alone. I feel like they're feeling like they're not worth it, but those feelings are passing. They're getting rid of them and they're getting enthusiastic about you, about life, about romance, and now is a time to really go towards them. Maybe just give them a little nudge, maybe a little flirtation, maybe a little compliment, just to give them that confidence to be like, oh, maybe they are interested. Maybe they are open to me. Maybe I should go towards this person. They're looking for a sign, they're looking for a person, they're looking for something. And I feel like if you give them that sign, they're willing to participate and talk to you and be interested in you, because they're just looking, trying to manifest, trying to feel the magic of life. Whatever comes my way, I will accept. Whatever opportunity is for me, I will be a part of. It's very beautiful. All right, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe if that resonated with you. And until next time, the world of Plant Boy. Hello, number 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's shuffle your deck and see what this person you're thinking of, how they feel towards you. How are they feeling in general? I hope the lighting isn't getting weird with the sun coming out. Number 3. This person is very reliable. This person is very grounded in their moves. They're very slow paced, so they're going to be very slow to romance. They're going to be slow to romance. They're going to be slow towards romantic gestures and accepting people romantically. They're looking at things from afar. They're taking a step, getting closer. They're analyzing. They're thinking about themselves. They're thinking about their feelings. They're thinking about you, but they're not going to be steady paced just because they feel an attraction, just because they like you. They're going to be very cool, calm, and collected. That's what leads them to be very trusting and reliable, and they understand you, they understand themselves. Grounded energy. I feel like they're very grounded, but at times they can be too slow. They can kind of miss opportunities. They can not really strive and go past their fears. They can be seen as very strong and understanding themselves and what they want. And yeah, if I wanted it, I can get it, but they'll appear to be strong, but they really aren't. They're really allowing their fears to control them. They're not in control of their fears. They don't have that strength to really go towards you just because they like you. Sometimes I feel like they want that exciting, passionate drive to really go towards someone and ask someone out or compliment someone or let them know. And I feel like that holds them back. They want that strength. They appear to be very strong. They appear to know what they want, very grounded, but sometimes their groundedness is just kind of fear speaking, and they're kind of staying behind. They're staying in the back of the pack. They're watching from afar instead of really going towards what they want and shaking your hand and saying hello to your face. But I feel like they are interested. They have this crush, the crush that you see from afar, the crush that you're too nervous to talk to. Not very strong when it comes to romance, very slow, very steady. They might like you, but they're not the type of person to express it. Even if they do like you, they may not even express it. They're too rooted in their reality of, oh, I have to be true to myself. I have to be cool. I have to be calm. I don't want to do this. They think too much instead of just acting on their feelings. But I feel like they want to act on their feelings. It's just their fear. It's just the weakness that's coming out, which is cool because they see the opportunities, they have the opportunities. This is somebody who's very exciting and adventurous once you get to know them. They have so much to offer. There's so many things that they can do. There are deep emotions there, but in the beginning, it feels very light, like their emotions are floating outside of their body and they don't want to really take it all in. They don't want to feel the emotions. They don't want to feel the excitement and the passion. They're being too realistic in their head, too rooted in what they think is right, their ideologies of a relationship, when they should be open and free to anything. They want to be open and free to anything because there are potentials there, and they know that there's potential in opening yourself up to everything. But there is this new start, this new beginning that they want to go towards. They want to go towards you, but there's just this nervousness to open themselves up to being that passionate person, to being this exciting person. They want this adventure of love. They want it so bad. They just need to switch their mindset and get rid of the anxieties and the fears and really just go towards it. They're not the type of person that's just going to be confident. It's the confidence. That's what it is. They don't have that confidence to really just be like, hey, I like you. Hey, my name's this. Hey, blah, blah, blah. You want to go out? They have that awkwardness to them, that slow demeanor of like, hi, nice to meet you, you know, and they know they like you, but they're trying to play it cool, like, but it's kind of awkward because you can tell they like you. And they do. That's what it is. But at the end of the day, the sun is out. The sun is going to shine light on the truth. The sun shines light on who they really are, and you can see it. You can tell. Everybody can see it. Everybody can tell that they like you. You can tell that they like you. And I think maybe you like this. You like the nervousness. You think it's cute. You think it's like endearing, like, oh, how adorable that you like me, but you don't want to express it. How adorable that you're nervous to talk to me. And you kind of follow their path, knowing that this is what they're trying to do. And you'll still be like, hey, maybe we should go and get coffee. Hey, what, I like your shoes. Or what do you think about this? And you know that you're kind of leading them to be more confident in themselves, and you're leading them to open themselves up to you. I feel like there's that type of situation happening here. Very crush like, I'm feeling very fresh and new, but there's truth to it. There's nothing hiding underneath. They're not lying, they're not deceiving you. It's just themselves being kind of like awkwardly into you, and you trust them. You trust the process. You can see that there's really light at the end of this tunnel. It's not someone that's just playing, someone that doesn't know who they are. They know who they are. They're just nervous to act upon their thoughts and feelings. Beautiful. Very young. It feels very young love. It feels very new and fresh. That's beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe if that resonated with you. And until next time, the world of Plant Boy.